I'm gonna read a bit. This is an excerpt from the Cyberpunk 2020 rule book that came. Which version was this? Let me see. I don't remember which. It doesn't show which version, but it was like this one was published in the 90s. So let me see. Basically, it has a part where it says diversity and unity. That's the headline, and it says it is now accepted amongst historical scholars that in the decades before the collapse, America suffered from the sickness of racism and cultural identity. Everyone wanted to be seen as special. Every group had to be equal to or preferably better than its neighbors, and fought to protect its special rights. If anyone had something that someone else wanted, they were pointed as racist, elitist, or worse. The divisive me first attitude eventually tore the fabric of American culture apart, caused it to self-destruct in a fireball of competing ideologies, none of which truly recognized each other's validity. Diversity led inexorably to anarchy. So it's like, you know.
So from which year is this year, the rule book?
This I think this was published in 1994. It's not directly from the rule book. It's from one of the adjacent materials that they published. But it's like crazy how accurate this is, because we're seeing this a lot in the US these days, because they have these social issues that are like completely dividing the country. Wherever you stand on these social issues, it's a fact that they're being divided heavily. And we've seen Trump talking about the Panama Canal, and the EU is like trusting the US less. So all of these things are kind of stacking up, and we're really headed towards the Cyberpunk 2020 world if things keep going like this, you know.
Whoa, this prediction, it sounds so accurate, but what was the social trend back then?
Well, I mean,
weren't there even signs like that the polarization would be like that in the future?
Not really. Well, yeah, I mean, we just came off the Cold War. The Cold War ended in like 1991, 92. And we just started this, what do you call it? I kind of remember the 90s. I remember in the 90s, there was a lot of stuff about like, what do you call it? Tolerance, at least in the Netherlands. A lot of like, you have to tolerate people, and we have to live together, melting pot, all this stuff. And I'm not sure exactly how they got the idea that this could be something that resulted from it, because at the time everything was very positive. I mean, the world was like, wow, we did it. And it's in the West, Europe, and in the US, it felt like they won. The US won, the West won, Europe won, NATO won. I mean, Francis Fukuyama came out with his most famous book. What was it? The End of let me see. Fukuyama. What was his book's name? Let me see. The End of History and the Last Man, talking about like how like the politics of the West won over the Soviet Union, and how it's like the last, the last man is like the last ideology to be standing, and this is the future. It was all very positive at the time. So that this was written in a period like that is pretty crazy, actually, because I mean, who would think about it? In those periods. So they were very good at writing, at somehow like understanding certain things about the human experience or human thinking that is like very unique. I mean, I said earlier, I said Mike Pondsmith, but of course, like the lore of Cyberpunk was written by multiple people, and I'm sure there was like a lot of back and forth and a lot of discussion of what to put in the game or not, and whatever, blah blah. And the fact that they as a collective came up with these stories, or these lore bits at least, really shows how well connected they were to everything around them, and how actually how skillful they are in seeing the future through the cyberpunk lens, and understanding geopolitics and all that kind of stuff, which is very rare for like game developers. You know what I mean? Like I mean, what game beyond like Kojima? What other game actually has like actual predictions?
Stuff.
Yeah, but even Kojima.
Yeah. But I mean, political stuff in general.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have
in
like
video games.
Exactly. They have like their own like in-world politics, like you know, that's their story. But Cyberpunk 2077, and of course, what do you call it? The tabletop game, the pen and paper game. The politics are very reminiscent of like real life, just like Kojima games, like Metal Gear Solid 2. When Raiden had to confront the the colonel, and it turned out the colonel was like an AI, and that entire conversation is insane. You know, it's completely like,
I mean, everything is insane. Every conversation in Metal Gear Solid is insane.
Yeah, but that Kojima figured that out 20 to 25 years ago about how the AI would like take over, and like the AI, the way he saw an AI take over of the world was like, because at the time everybody was like predicting like the Terminator thing, the AI is gonna destroy us all, the AI is gonna do all this stuff, they're gonna come in with the robots and they're gonna shoot everybody, and they're gonna everybody was predicting that. But then comes Kojima, and then he's like, no, actually the AI is just gonna it's just gonna flood the internet with AI slop, and we will be able to tell what's real or not. It's like, I was like, everybody was like, yeah, whatever, man, who cares? That storyline was completely forgotten for 20 years until it resurfaced like 5 years ago, when people were like, hey, wait a minute, we are literally in the middle of the dead internet theory over here, you know? And it's like, Kojima literally predicted the dead internet theory. And it's like, how do these people do this? It's like they're from the future, you know? Yeah. It's so surprising how all of this connects. I mean, I'm gonna link the Kojima the video from Metal Gear in the description, because it's just so crazy. Everybody really needs to see it, because it's so insane how much is predicted of the current internet, you know, and the current like society. I mean, just like Cyberpunk 2020 predicted, you know, the current political climate, and it's actually scary that both of those worlds don't end, you know, in a good place. You know, it's like, so we have two running predictions that are turning out to be real, and it's like, ooh, what is gonna happen now, you know? I mean, these predictions are pretty crazy, and it really kind of shows how powerful Cyberpunk is, because you know, Metal Gear Solid, we just talked about Metal Gear Solid for a bit.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid has a lot of cyberpunk elements. I mean, I would even categorize Metal Gear Solid as a cyberpunk media.
Well, I mean, you know, we don't. Yeah, most of the stories is in the past, right? Of Metal Gear Solid, so it makes it more difficult to make it cyberpunk, since cyberpunk has this futuristic feeling as well.
Well, not
Metal
really.
Gear Solid, but sure, but. Metal Gear Solid, of course, the word Metal Gear, it's a huge robot and stuff.
Exactly.
And, in Metal Gear Solid 5, Snake has a prosthetic arm.
Yeah.
Jahuti.
Phantom Pain. Yeah.
And
But I mean, Raiden is like a cybernetic guy.
Oh, so
it's
I totally
like a complete cyborg.
Yeah.
You know.
Dope.
So it's like, yeah, and the military industrial complex and the corpos are massive in this game. You know. So it's like this whole thing. There's a lot of cyberpunk elements inside of Metal Gear, and because it's dealing with Metal Gear, it's dealing a lot with technology and internet and like connectivity and that kind of of that kind of stuff. A lot of it maybe people don't categorize it as cyberpunk exactly, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is like easily just cyberpunk. You know?
I understand the. I mean, if we look at Kojima, that guy is cyberpunk itself also.
Oh yeah, so yeah. I mean, you know for a fact. I know not for a fact, but highly
I mean, that
educated
guy
guess.
loves movies.
Yeah,
That
highly
guy loves
educated.
movies,
Yeah,
so-
exactly. So I'm pretty sure he saw Serial Experiments Lane. Highly educated guess, because Serial Experiments Lane is another one of those cyberpunk anime that is like the predictions it made were so insane about the internet and how people get lost in social media and all this stuff. This movie was talking about social media in 1998. It's like there were actually social media addicted people in Serious Experiments Lane. The main character became social media addicted. Yeah, but it completely illustrates how it's how like modern things were predicted in the past. There's like so many examples of that. I can't find it exactly, but whatever, it's fine. I'll post a screenshot of it when I find it on the internet. I'll post a screenshot of what I'm talking about on the screen, that you can see the quote, because one of the episodes, a character who's like kind of like coming off from his internet addiction or something like that starts complaining about how people on the internet act, and it's like, wow, how does this guy know about this in 1998? Actually, even in 1996, 1997, because they released it in 1998. The show, of course, took like a couple of years to make. So it's like, it's like, I mean, people were barely just having some kind of modem internet at the time. It's like they didn't even know what a browser was. Windows 95 was just barely a thing. It's so insane how these people can predict these things. It's very impressive. Very impressive. It's so crazy, man. All of these things and how,
because it's so real. It's so real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I just miss the cyberpunk buildings in the Netherlands.
Yeah. We have a few.
I mean, Rotterdam is getting there.
We have a few.
I mean, taller buildings are coming and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of sucks because we have all the annoying shit from Cyberpunk, but none of the cool stuff. It's like all this annoying corporate crap. We were getting that.
Oh yeah.
And then, but we don't have the cybernetic arms or the robots or whatever. It's like, ugh.
Not yet, man.
Not yet. I mean, come on, man. I mean, if we're gonna have this shitty ass freaking government, freaking overlords, if we're gonna have these people, just at least gonna have my cybernetic robot arm or whatever, or cybernetic body.
I mean,
please.
Boston Dynamics, their devices are getting better, right? So
Boston.
I mean,
is.
I can imagine that the robots they currently have, that version, that they can actually use that, like, parts of it, like, so the arm of a robot to inspire people who make, or companies who make prosthetic arms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
make a deal.
I mean, in one of our earliest, I think episode 2 that we talk about what kind of device do we need to actually have a actual robot revolution, and that Boston Dynamics robot, that newest one, that's the kind of device we need. That because otherwise it's not gonna happen. It's too normal. Robotics are too fragile.
And I feel that it's still the beginning of that robot.
It's the beginning.
It's crazy.
It's the beginning.
Yeah,
so
man.
they're doing good work
because robots are cool, man.
Robots are cool. I'm looking forward to that. And Boston Dynamics hasn't been this crazy corpo asshole company yet. I mean, yet. Emphasis on yet. But we'll see how that develops. We'll see. Yeah.
And on that note, guys, please, dear listeners and viewers, support us, please, by liking and subscribing to our channel. Like our video, and so we can make more of this cyberpunky content.
Yeah, and join the Discord.
See the link down in the description below.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.